Crank 2 High Voltage picks up immediately after the events of the first film, with Chev Chelios surviving a fall from a helicopter but landing in the middle of the street. As he's lying unconscious, a group of Chinese gangsters arrives in a van and collects his body. Chev wakes up in a makeshift hospital where he learns that his heart has been surgically removed by the gangsters and replaced with an artificial one that requires regular jolts of electricity to function. The gangsters intend to use his heart to save the life of their elderly boss, Poon Dong. Chev escapes the hospital in a rage, beginning a violent quest across Los Angeles to retrieve his stolen heart and exact revenge on those responsible. Chev quickly discovers that his new artificial heart is powered by a battery pack, which requires frequent recharging to keep him alive. As he hunts down the gangsters, Chev uses a variety of methods to keep his heart charged, including electric shock therapy, tasers, and even static electricity from rubbing against people. Meanwhile, Chev's erratic and violent behavior draws the attention of the police and rival gangs, leading to chaotic and explosive encounters throughout the city. During his journey, Chev reunites with several characters from the first film, including his girlfriend Eve and his friend Doc Miles, a shady doctor who provides medical advice on how to keep his heart functioning. Along the way, Chev also encounters a new set of enemies, including Johnny Vang, the man who was tasked with transporting his heart, and a vengeful gangster named El Huron, who has a personal grudge against Chev for killing his brother. As Chev tracks down Vang, he discovers that his heart has already been implanted in Poon Dong. Determined to get it back, Chev goes on a rampage through the city, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. He eventually confronts Vang and his associates in a high-energy frenetic battle that ends with Chev finally reclaiming his heart. However, getting it back inside his body is another challenge altogether. In the film's climax, Chev faces off against El Huron and his army of thugs in a brutal and bloody confrontation at a power station. Chev's artificial heart is running dangerously low on power, but he continues to fight, using every available source of electricity to keep himself alive. The battle culminates in a wild and explosive sequence that sees Chev electrocuting himself on a high-voltage transformer to supercharge his heart and defeat his enemies. With his enemies defeated, Chev stumbles through the burning wreckage of the power station, his body battered and his heart barely functioning. As he collapses to the ground, Doc Miles arrives in a helicopter and performs emergency surgery on the spot to re-implant Chev's original heart. The film ends with Chev waking up on the operating table, his heart beating once again, but his future uncertain as the screen fades to black. Crank 2 High Voltage concludes in true over-the-top style, leaving viewers with a sense of chaotic exhilaration. The film's relentless pace, absurd humor, and extreme action sequences make it a unique entry in the action genre. Chev Chelios, a man who defies all odds and logic, remains an iconic anti-hero, embodying the spirit of survival against all odds in a world where everything, including death, is just another obstacle to overcome. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get notifications of our new videos.